Of Batley for a few moments, inshallah, if they could make their way forward and express their love and muhabbat, inshallah. And if all whilst this exam comes forward, if the brothers can fill the gaps, we can still see some gaps. Shortly it will be Shadpur Urs anyway, so we'll have a little break, inshallah. Anyone that's downstairs, if they can make their way upstairs, and any gaps that you can see, just shuffle forward, inshallah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Arshad. I'm from Batley, and I took bay'ah with the Sheikh on 15th September 2006. My journey is a little bit difficult, especially at the beginning, because I lost my father very, very young. And my mom was left alone with 6 children to wed, to get sorted, and to nurture. I always had a love for the Sufis, and when I used to go to work, I always had a book of some sort of Sufism in my bag that I would read on the train to work, and then from back home. One day, when I got to the train station in Batley, I got a phone call, and on the phone he said, "Dad." Well, because I was close to the home, my dad he used to smoke, so he'd send me sometimes. When he'd call me, it'd usually be go get some cigarettes or something. So I thought, I'm very close anyway, I'm going to get home, so I didn't pick it up. And then I took a few more steps and he rang again. And I said, "Dad," and something prompted me, "You better pick it up." So I picked it up, and it was my sister going hysterical on the phone. Something's happened to Dad. So I ran from the train station all the way home, non-stop. And I got to the door of the house, and I saw an ambulance outside. I threw my bag on the floor. It was a green Umbro bag I used to go to the gym in. And I ran upstairs, and the community was gathered outside, and it was too late. What I remember is their foot coming out of the body bag when they were entering the ambulance. Not so long later, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He wants someone to be guided, He guides him towards his friends. And a couple of, I think it was very short, weeks or a month or so, I ended up where dreams come true, at 58 Tempest Road. And when the man who opened the door, when I saw them, it was like the sun just shone upon me. And when I saw them, I recognized them. However, I'd never met them before. But I had a dream a while back after my dad passed away. And because I was in the dunya, I didn't really understand. When I saw them, I knew that I'd seen this man before. And in my dream, I remember very clearly that they'd come into my kitchen, this man with a big orange beard and a blue sherwani that they used to wear a pinstripe on. And then when I went inside, I had some questions. I had 4 questions in my heart. And when I looked around, I saw the other brothers, and I thought, do people like this actually even exist in this world at this time? But I was nervous to ask them the questions. And they said to me, they brought the langar out, and it was chicken and rice, I remember. They took out the breast piece from their own plate, put it in my plate, and they said, "Putre, taare wasti banta." And I thought in my heart, how did you know I was coming? That you said that this is for you. And while we were eating, they answered all of my questions that I had in my heart, just in conversation. I took bay'ah with them, and their name is Arshad. My father's name was Arshad. My granddad, who used to walk me to school twice a day, his name was Muhammad Aslam. And my grandshake's name is Muhammad Aslam. Every murid tries to find something to connect them with their blessed sheikh, to make themselves feel special. I was very different. There's not many people in Hazrat al-Ka who really know who I am, except for probably Sir Pir Wasif Sahib at the back, maybe his brother Sir Yasser Sahib and Azhar Sahib. I wouldn't even go into work if I didn't have a Kanali suit on. If it wasn't £1,000, £2,000, I'd just not go in. My job was that I was one of the managers at Harvey Nichols, which is a worldwide mega superstore, as some of you youngsters will know. I'm a very private person in my own time, and I used to sit alone a lot and reflect. And my mum once found my wage slip in my pocket. She didn't know how much I earned. She saw it in my pocket accidentally when I went to the wash. Years later, we had a conversation, and she said to me, "Imran Putra, I saw your wage slip once." I said, "Did you?" She said, "What would you have been on now if you stayed there?" I said, "What I've been given now, you can't monetize. What Hazrat has given us, nearly 17, 18 years, nearly 2 decades later, in the area that I come from, in Batley. Alhamdulillah, summa alhamdulillah, every single week for 17 years there's been this gathering, not one missed.
Subhanallah.
This is Hazrat Sahib's and the nazar of the men of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I can't pay back my sheikh, and I know I make a lot of mistakes. Sometimes knowingly and sometimes unknowingly. And the rasta sometimes is very hard, it's tricky to control the nafs, it's not easy. But this man of God has made my life, my mom's life, our family's life, so much joy. They've given me joy every single week for nearly 20 years. Bless me with the sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Bless me with a house where their own Sahzadeh pick me up and drop me off from hospitals. Their Sahzadeh will, when I come into the home in their bashi, they'll rub my back, because they know I've got a problem with my back. Never said, "Who are you and who am I?" Once they were reading Dalail al-Khairat in the room, in the Barshif, and that's a holy room for the student in any capacity. And they knew I was struggling. And I laid down and I felt, this is not good adab. And I tried to pick myself up again. They looked at me and said, "TK, don't worry about it. Let them do it." So my brothers, my message to you all today is one of the Imams I heard, he said, the people that are under test, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala expects sabr from them. But those people who are in ease, Allah also expects something, Allah's khidmat. We want to be in a state of khidmat, where we're serving the men of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is one of the greatest blessings that a human being can ever be given. So I would like to leave you here this afternoon saying, make dua for me that Allah gives me istiqamah firstly. And secondly, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give our blessed Mushriqeen a long healthy life. And they keep inspiring many people like me and you around the world, because Allah knows the impact that they have on people. Allah knows the impact that they've had on the hearts of people up and down this world. And I leave with the Grand Sheikh Rahmatullah alayh. I had a dream once, and I was in a bad place. There was land, and I couldn't get through this land. My foot would keep getting stuck in this like quicksand, water, swamp kind of thing. And I was struggling. And Grand Sheikh Rahmatullah alayh came in the front. And they looked at me, they put their arms out and said, "Putra Aja. I'm here for you. You just keep coming forward." And the Sheikh's always with you. Jazakallah.